确实，总比走吧，没有汽车，他不就有个地图吗？
Not battery power, because our next stop is Singapore Flyer. Standing at 165 meters tall, there is no better view of Singapore skyline than from the Singapore Flyer. On very clear days, you can see all the way to Indonesia. Before alighting, check with our team for special discounts. Want to get a unique view of Marina Bay Sands and the Merlion? Hop aboard the Captain Explorer Dutch Tour. This land adventure will take you around the civic district before the amphibious vehicle splashes down in Marina Bay. Excited? Ask our staff for a special discount.
看到，老婆，给儿子看看小，把他下次来晚上不简单了，先摸索一下。对，看，35刀，
The Fun V Hopper has totally different view of Singapore. We'd like to remind you that while the Fun V Hopper is in motion, you must remain seated. This is particularly applicable for passengers on the top level. Now, sit back and enjoy the ride as we see the sights of Singapore.
Our first stop is the Esplanade Theatres on the Bay. You can alight here for the Padang. Located on 6 hectares of waterfront, this incredible building is the center for performing arts, featuring a concert hall, theatre, recital studio, and more. Tourists and locals flock to the theatre for their cultural fix.
I really should make it down for a show sometime soon.
And how could we forget the famous Singapore Esplanade? The stunning waterfront contains the historic Esplanade Park, one of the oldest parks in Singapore. It's great for a pleasant stroll.
我们现在就坐下来，
可以下，
可以下，然后再整，就反正你票只要凭票上面。
可以循环吗？
也可以做2天嘛，
可以。
在今天截止。
对啊，我就一起做嘛，做完这一圈再给
这个做完1号再去做2号。马拉松，跑完了。 啊，这个是有对小个子很小个子，
是一件特殊，因为着装一样，当地的那个着装嘛，我还以为是马拉松，一个牌子叫。
地方我们都来过，今天不去。
Ah, yes.
Can you smell that?
That's a next stop, Chinatown.
Singapore is an exciting melting pot of different ethnic groups, and the largest ethnic group is Chinese. Chinatown is considerably less of an enclave than it once was, but the region still has major cultural and historical significance. Entire sections of it have been declared National Heritage Sites.
That means that they have been officially designated for conservation by the Urban Redevelopment Authority. Quite the honor.
You may get off here to visit Buddhist Tooth Relic Museum, the Sri Mariamman Temple, as well as visit the fruit stalls at Chinatown Market.
Under the Raffles plan of Singapore, Chinatown was originally a division of colonial Singapore where Chinese immigrants tended to reside. Chinatown became overcrowded within a few decades of Singapore's founding in 1819. It remained overcrowded until many residents were relocated at the initiation of Singapore's Governmental Housing Development Board in the 1960s. The effects of Chinatown's diversity can still be seen. The Hokkiens are associated with Havelock Road, Telapaya Street, China Street, and Chulia Street.
And the Teochew merchants are mostly in Circular Road, River Valley Road, Boat Quay, and Southbridge Road. The ubiquitous Cantonese are scattered around Southbridge Road, Upper Cross Street, Newbridge Road, and Bukit Pasoh Road.
那个不是高中。中国水土八把柴，这八把柴。还有咖啡。
洗澡也就是一般买的奶养老咖啡，
对，我就在这买。
就是价钱。
还挺好的，网红店。旁边还有一个马杀鸡，好像那跟我们邀请的私底下，我们坚持。他们是不是？
个人多嘛。
Passengers are warmly reminded that while on board the bus, you must not stand when the vehicle is in motion. This is especially dangerous for passengers on the top level. Let's delve deeper into the fascinating city that is Singapore.
Thank you for choosing Fundy Harbour, the better choice in open top sightseeing. Our next stop is the Apollo Center. Nearby the Apollo Center, you'll find Yamakawa Super, the Central, and Midiya Supermarket, as well as the Chinatown Point and Central Mall.
You may also like to visit the People's Park and the room from local goods at stores or supermarkets. If you're hungry, there are plenty of fantastic restaurants along nearby New Thompson Street, Newbridge Road, and Mosque Street. Our next stop is the Clarke Quay MRT station.
Many people have heard of Clarke Quay before even visiting Singapore.
That's because it's one of Singapore's most famous features. It's our historical riverside quay located within the Singapore River planning area. The quay is situated upstream from the mouth of the Singapore River at Boat Quay. The mouth of the river is the old port of Singapore. The city of Singapore initially grew around the port, so the river mouth became the center of trade, commerce, and finance. To this day, the area surrounding the old Singapore River mouth remains the most expensive and economically important piece of land in Singapore.
The river was the lifeblood of the early colony. Singapore River is also where the colourful and romantic history of Singapore takes place. Many myths and legends of Singapore conjure up memories of the lighters, gunboats, old wooden transport boats called the tongkas, and small flat bottom boats called sampans. All memories associated with the river.
Blocks of restored warehouses, having various restaurants and nightclubs. I might join you for a drink on one of the more Chinese junks, also referred to as songgangs. They've been refurbished into floating pubs and restaurants. Next stop is Liang Court. You're going to love this.
好像是就是周边那个小城。
这是一个第二个，我们去过，之前我们去过那个。
那开起来还好，一直在停下来。
彼此不是那个。
这个不是外环境，它这个是内环境。
他们那边是比我们那边要快，车型。
24小时，对，持续入睡，对，当然可以多少钱？
Next stop is the bus stop opposite to Park Hotel Clarke Quay.
这是中转站，这是第一个中转站。我觉得可以中途停的嘛，我看那个换那个二维码。 个是那一个是市区观光路线，一个是文化观光路线，对，文化景观。有没有其他可能就是这个文化，你看这个叫文化观光路线，这边文化观光路线，我们应该是这个市区观光路线，文化的景观可能会有海边，这应该也会到海边。这个好像是叫那个是叫什么 Marina Garden 叫，我们绿色的，我可以转到这个然后绕一圈，也先过海岸，然后我们就是刚刚看到的点景。
Thank you for choosing Fundy Harbour, the better choice in sightseeing. Our next stop is the Roma Hotel. You can also arrive here for the gallery, Copland Kings, Gorilla Riverfront, and Riverview Hotels.
而且现在是这边绕的，待会儿会绕回去，到了哪边可以换？黄色圈小一点，能好玩一点。不知道，不知道哪边。刚才绕一大圈的，看到这个那边去，在这个位置去。
Singapore River forms a central artery in Singapore's generously packed central business district. On a typical workday, this area will be filled with busy Singaporeans going about their daily
where rabbits
business.
originally landed and founded his colony. To this day, many central government buildings can be found in the area. Going up with the river, you would have found many warehouses. These warehouses have now been developed into premier residential areas for some very lucky Singaporeans.
In National Review, our next stop is the Great Wall City, a 6-story shopping mall, 18-story office building, and 35-story service apartment building complex. The shopping mall covers 3 floors and 3 basements with over 100 shops, a food court, and cold storage. I haven't been shopping in so long.
我看你知道这个，它这个也是分一半红色一半，它也有一半的。
Pop quiz or bonus points. Do you know how Tanglin received its name? That's a tricky one. Tanglin got its name from the house of one of Singapore's governors, William Napier. Many, many years ago, Napier wrote dead to William Napier's house called Tanglin, which was built in 1854. After the death of rebels in London in 1822, the Chinese, specifically the Teochew, raised their way out of Chinatown and colonized the time-rejected Tanglin area. It was there they grew celery, pepper, nutmeg, and galbia. Years later, it was the first plantation for the bungalows and villas on various hills. It truly is an area steeped in history.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, we ask that you refrain from standing while the bus is in motion. Here comes our next stop, opposite Traders Hotel.
对，他肯定要到那个方达城集市站买票，中途站可以下，可以下，我们可以回来也休息一下，继续24到。
今天好像逛街。
啊，我们这里去了啊。
是往前走。
你说哪儿啊？到电视上面。哦，以前是哪个？然后到上六十几这个主委你看一下，经典一下，
The Job Archer Traders Hotel is Singapore Botanic Gardens, and what a sight to behold! Spanning a massive 74 hectares, Singapore Botanic Gardens is half the size of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew and around 1/5 the size of Central Park in New York City.
It's true. And did you know that it's the only botanic garden in the world to open from 5 a.m. to 12 midnight every single day of the year? It also doesn't charge an admission fee.
Except for the National Orchid Garden, are you just getting the distance? How long do you think the path is between the
You're about to reach Singapore Botanic Garden.
The National Orchid Garden is the jewel in the crown of the Botanic Gardens. Located on the midwestern side of the garden, this undulating 3-hectare site has over 1,000 species and 2,000 varieties of orchids. It sure is. Just wait until you see inside. Within the Orchid Garden, there are a number of sites to take in, including Berkeley Hall and Tan Hon Siang Mist House.
Burkill Hall? That's a colonial plantation bungalow, isn't it?
As the narrator times and named in honor of the only father and son pair to hold the post of director of Singapore Botanic Gardens, Isaac and Humphrey Burkill. The ground level is a majestic exhibition area which showcases information on assorted hybrids. The Botanic Gardens sure have a rich history.
Indeed. Here's another example. The orchid breeding program of the gardens was established by Professor Eric Holton in 1928. As the outstanding hybrids from the program gained recognition, it became obvious that they should be used as agents to promote goodwill and foster close ties between nations. From 1957, the Singapore government began honoring VIPs by naming select orchid hybrids after them.
What an interesting idea. To date, over 100 VIP orchids have been named, and visitors can see many of the species in the VIP orchid gardens.
And where should I go to see some of the more rare orchid cultivars?
That would be the Tan Hon Siang Mist House, which displays many award-winning specimens amidst a lush setting of tropical foliage and cultural artifacts.
And remember, if you're looking to get a little more out of your visit to the garden, it's worth noting that they also play host to a number of events and tours throughout the year. Find out what's on this week by heading to the Visitor Centre, which you can find right in the centre of the park. The closest gates are the Corner House Gate and the Nasim Gate.
是的，在这个里面，你看这边怎么进去？我要走他这个方向，就是他因为24小时就是让你上门点，你主要是来玩一下，然后再等车过来，蛮好的。现在把那个月票，对，让我一天80都不要花钱，在这里3次，基本上就是一天80。
这个没有到圣淘沙去。
它有一个那个叫2号线嘛，那条线有什么？没有到圣淘沙，有可能没有，至少按山口过去，没有。 最北的，对，最近什么进去？那个就是最北进去，多少钱？到我们这个地方，到我们这个地方，对，而且不节路过去。
我们再往下，
我们可以到新来，这个还到新达城吧，也是个大的商场。
我主要跟你说差不多。
啊，我跟你做餐。看听众能不能忽悠你买一个什么伟达，什么给力的
伟达
伟达给。
我没改，但是交这边好像没有。
最好的表，百达翡丽。
这边
反正劳力士在他们面前就小。
劳力士。
We're coming up to Orchard Hotel, which marks the start of Orchard Road. This bustling retail and entertainment hub attracts keen Singaporean shoppers and overseas tourists alike. To the locals, it's simply known as Orchard. Located in the Orchard planning area, it's one of 55 urban planning areas specified by the Urban Redevelopment Authority. If you love designer fashion and the latest in technology, you will be in heaven on Orchard Road. Take a guess at how long Orchard Road is. The answer is 2.2 kilometers. Wow, just look at all the renowned Grand Albert. It's a far cry from what Orchard Road used to be. Named after the nutmeg, pepper and fruit plantations that used to lead to in the mid-1800s, development in the 20th century saw Orchard Road evolve into the commercial precinct it is today. By the 1970s, it was already a mecca for shoppers.
The Orchard Road is now home to 22 shopping malls, 6 departmental stores, and nearly 5,000 different brands to choose from.
Not to mention the hundreds of bars and restaurants.
Right, there are so many new and exciting restaurants to try, and in so many different styles. The wide range of flavors and dishes maintained throughout the Asian region, Japanese, Thai, Chinese, and of course Singaporean, are all available in both casual and fine dining settings. As the Orchard Road developed, so did its taste buds. The diverse flavors of world outside Asia are being cooked to perfection and available to suit any budget. With all that shopping, you're bound to work up an appetite.
What about after lunch?
More shopping. Up ahead, you could probably see one of Orchard Road's biggest shopping malls, the Ion Orchard. It houses over 300 food and retail outlets, including greats such as Topshop, Armani, Prada, Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Dolce & Gabbana. Once you've taken the time to experience what the shops have to offer, it's time to get a real Orchard Road experience. Catching an elevator to the 56th floor will take you to Ion Sky's joint, Ion Sky. There you'll have sweeping panoramic views of the area from 280 meters up. While you're there, you can view the city through state-of-the-art Behold technology telescopes, the first of their kind in Asia. They guarantee the best views in rain or shine. If you're in the mood to just lay back, look at the clouds and daydream, the Cloud Appreciation Society of the United Kingdom has designated the Ion Sky as an official cloud watching area. If you can see them on the Orchard Road already, Ion Sky is the time. Celebrity chef Australian Luke Mangan has opened his latest restaurant, the Salt Grill and Sky Bar, atop the Ion building, affording diners a beautiful and panoramic view of Singapore while they dine.
And this is just one of the malls along the Orchard Road?
Just one.
There must be so much more to explore.
There's still the renowned and sleekly designed Paragon Mall to look through. Over 200 shops including notable European designers and Hova's and Gucci flagship store.
What are we waiting for? You know, it's hard to believe that this used to be plantations. Can you just imagine what it looked before all of this development back in the 1800s? Or maybe if you just close your eyes, you can see the buildings melt away into the Gambier and pepper plantations this area was famous for. Watch the street lamps turn into fruit trees. It's a different world. Thank you for choosing Sunday Harbor, a better choice in sightseeing. I hope you enjoy your tour of our wonderful city. Now on to our next stop, Mandarin Orchard Hotel. In this area, you'll find the well-known shopping malls, Takashimoya and Paragon. Here we come to Midpoint Orchard. Midway down Orchard Road, you'll discover well-known shopping malls such as 313, Somerset, and Center Point. Oh, it's been a while since I've really treated myself to a day of shopping. Coming up next is Orchard Plaza. All of them. We're coming up to Rendezvous Hotel. Here you can alight and explore the wonders of the National Museum. There are always interesting and exciting programs and exhibitions showing. Or take a walk through the Singapore Art Museum and let your mind run wild.
这也是比较大的，应该比较老的应该。这边没有窗户，就是窗户开不了的地方，然后产资源了。
After choosing Busby Hopper, the better choice is sightseeing. Coming up next, Carlton Hotel. A light here for chimes. Our next stop is Raffles Hotel. If you'd like to hop over and explore Raffles City, you're more than welcome. Dating back to 1887, Raffles Hotel is known for its colonial-style architecture, luxurious accommodation, and superb restaurants. Inside the hotel reveals a beautiful tropical garden courtyard, museum, and Victorian-style theatre. Raffles Hotel has a shopping arcade housing boutique brands such as Louis Vuitton, Surrender, and Tiffany & Co. The arcade houses most of the hotel's restaurants. It also has shops such as the Custom Tailor, CYC the Custom Shop.
Geez, that sounds fancy.
You bet it does. Singapore's most wealthy and important citizens go shopping there.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Next stop is our final stop, Breakfast Service Hotel. Also our interchange. Those who want to change Orange Line to Marina Bay area, you may align. And this bus still continue running the same route. Those who want to continue, you may do so. Thank you.
再多一点，我觉得我们可以坐这个车回去，然后我们玩完，车回那边。
这个充分。
Sounds good. Our next stop is Pan Pacific Hotel. If you're light here, you can explore Marina Square, which is home to John Little, Golden Village, Crocs, Marina Food Loft, and Center Stage, which has a selection of eating establishments. The mall here also includes the first Carl's Jr. in Singapore, so if you're a burger lover, stop by.
还有几个点呢，每个点呢都会停起来，还有一个线，这个线
对，
就是那个旅游线了，这个直接在海边。
对哦。
江也可以做。
我们也做路线，人做路线，还要看一个，不一样，不一样，应该没有区别吧？我的位置要开些，再大一点，再大一些，大些，再大些，好了。